There has been one issue pressing upon my heart and mind for some time now. It is an issue that I believe to have eternal ramifications for all Christians worldwide. We have all been blissfully told that our eschatology or end times theology is not a fundamental issue and doesn't affect where we will spend eternity in any degree. That out of all doctrine, eschatology is non-essential. All that matters is that we have faith in Jesus. Is this true? Or have we been brainwashed by an ignorant evangelical church? Over the years, I have studied every eschatological viewpoint, even shifting my position through the process. I must say, it was a difficult experience. Even from an unbiased perspective, I have honestly come to the conclusion that there is only one eschatological viewpoint that, if true, it'll mean the difference between heaven and hell for all of you. For example, if amillennialism is true, you have nothing to lose. And from an unbiased amill perspective, in all honesty, you can believe in pre-tribulation rapture, be entirely mistaken, and it won't damn your soul. And since you take all end times events in a figurative fashion, your guess is as good as anyone else's. And taking things figuratively sure won't send you to hell. After all, you reason, I believe in Jesus. If pre-tribulationism is true, you have nothing to lose. And from an unbiased and unbigoted pre-trib position, amillennialists, although wrong, won't be damned. They are just mistaken. All that matters is if they believe in Jesus. For the pre-tribber, nothing could be easier. Live life and get raptured out before all the trouble starts. And surely, you think, my position is so obviously supported by Scripture. And if I am wrong, what does it matter? I believe in Jesus. There is one particular eschatology which I must mention before I move on, and that is hyperpreterism. Hyperpreterists have a lot of scholarly things to say, but I won't waste your time with it. They reject the physical bodily return of Christ. This one is quite simple. If they are correct, then they have nothing to fear. But if they are wrong, they will spend an eternity burning in hell because they denied an essential tenet of true scriptural Christianity. Okay, now back to business. What about those who hold to the post-trib premillennialist view? Well, to be honest, this position is the only one where if they are wrong, they are in no real danger of perishing eternally, as long as they have a saving faith in Jesus. The only view I have found which can say with confidence, if what I believe is not true, I have nothing to lose. But if what I believe is true, you may have everything to lose. Let me show you logically why this would be true. To the classical premillennialist, every Christian must be faced with the reality that should they live in the last days, they will all have to be prepared to make it through the worst time in man's history, a 7-year tribulation. See, to them it is not an option, because Jesus says only those who persevere unto the end will be saved. To them, if the mark of the beast is a very real and literal thing, well, they better be on their guard and refuse to take it, or they will perish. So, if this position were true, what does it imply for those who hold to the pre-trib and amill positions? Well, when any child of God gets a shred of common sense, it is quite simple to answer that question. If the post-trib premill view is correct, this presents a huge surmountable problem for the one who holds a pre-trib perspective. They are not at all willing nor prepared for the danger they may face in the tribulation. In fact, Many of them do not believe that the ID chip being currently worked on will become the mark of the beast until after they are raptured. I have been told by such an one that I see no problem with taking that ID chip, seeing as it isn't the mark of the beast until after I am raptured. What if he is wrong? Well, plain and simple, he will perish everlastingly. Well, it is quite a similar predicament for the amillennialist as well. He or she has such a blurred view of what is to come that he or she sees no danger whatsoever in submitting to a king and country that tells them to take an ID chip for their well-being and safety. They reason that since the mark of the beast is figurative and that Scripture says to obey and honor the king, why shouldn't they submit and get the thing injected in their arm or brain? Dearly beloved, do you see my point?